I never thought I'd find myself in a support group for the heartbroken, let alone one for people like me, who'd been shattered by infidelity. But there I was, desperate for healing and a sense of solidarity, hoping to patch the gaping wound left by my partner's betrayal. As I walked into the dimly lit room, eyes red from crying, I was met by a group of strangers whose stories mirrored mine. The air was thick with shared pain and unspoken stories, and I clung to the hope that this would be the first step towards moving on. The leader of the group, a charismatic figure with an easy smile, stepped forward to introduce themselves. My heart dropped into my stomach as I realized it was my ex, the very person who had left me for someone else without a second thought. I froze as he spun tales of redemption and self-discovery, painting himself as a victim who had once been lost but now found. The group hung onto his every word, completely unaware of the wolf in sheep's clothing standing before them. My insides churned with a cocktail of anger and disbelief, but I sat in silence, the weight of his betrayal pressing down on me. I watched him weave his web, targeting the most vulnerable among us, charming them with his feigned empathy and understanding. Each session, I witnessed him drawing someone new into his orbit, his eyes scanning the room for potential prey. It was sickening to see how he manipulated their trust, crafting the perfect persona to lure them in. I realized that this was no ordinary support group. It was a hunting ground where he sought out his next conquest, feeding off the pain of those who came seeking solace. The final straw came when he set his sights on me, as if our past had never existed. He approached me after a session, his voice dripping with insincerity as he asked how I was holding up. That was when I knew I had to confront him, not just for myself but for everyone else he had deceived. I stood up, my voice steady and clear, exposing his lies to the group. The room fell silent, faces turning from confusion to anger as the truth sank in. In that moment, I realized that confronting him was not just about seeking justice but also about reclaiming my own power, turning my deepest wound into a source of strength.